does this debuff switch where some people of the minus get a plus, and then you have to move around like on the right side. I was actually like in the raid warning it said when you have debuff switch, move move to the other side via the right route. How is that? I didn't know the literal words, but it was similar to that, and people still just walked straight through Thaddeus, who walked like on the left side around instead of the right side around, and then you will have damage and people will wipe, and it's such a retard check. Oh my god. And then we have Sephiron. Yeah, this was actually a fun boss to do. It's like Sephiron and Kel'Thuzad, they were a bit of challenging fights because just a bit. I mean, they weren't really hard or anything, but it's also just a retard check. Like always, you'll have retards in your raid who'll screw up, unless you have like this ultra hardcore PVE guild raid shit, which I hadn't at that time. If you like can compare like my guild skill level at that time, it was like on a scale 1 to 10 it was like 5 or 6, and now I'm gonna put like my EP and it's gonna grow, and it's like my skill level was at 9 because you bad. Alright, we're gonna move to the next instance. I guess I raged enough on next Ramus about how easy it was. But fun part about it, you actually had a fly. You needed a flying mount to get in. So were people like, hey, I can't come. So why not? I don't have a flying mount. Idiot! Buy one with all the money that you've got. It's like seriously, if you leveled like normally from 70 to 80, you would have had enough money, like plenty of money to even buy the epic flying mount. Like, what did you do to your money? They couldn't give an answer to that. So now the Eye of Eternity. Oh my god. Retard check. We actually, by the time we had that strategy, we did like the first 2 phases, we did it fine. No problemo. But then the 3rd phase, when you get like on those dragons. Let me just wrap up Threat of the Lich King in one sentence. Retard check. It is just, can you use your mind normally? That is just it. And then Blizzard's gonna write statistics about half of the people fail. So half of the people have like an IQ under 90, for example. But seriously, in the 3rd phase, it was like, okay, lightning is on us. We move like 45 or no, 90 degrees to like the right. So if you have like this circle, you can like put it in 4 pieces where you have like parts of 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, and in total 36 degrees, which is a circle. So basically you'll turn around the boss the whole time. So every time we said like, okay, electric shit is coming, move 90 degrees to the right. So you're basically facing the right side of the boss, but the boss is facing us as well, so. And as people just managed to fail at that, they were like unnecessary, like 5 seconds long in that electric shit. It's like, how is it not possible for you to like move, like press your D button and just move your mouse to just set the camera, and then the DPS cycle. Oh my god, that was so easy. I couldn't remember, but the only thing I can remember is like, oh my god, it was so easy. Shut the fuck up. How can you fail at it? Then Old War, my favorite instance of this whole fucking expansion. It literally is my favorite instance. Simply because now you actually could wipe. And the first boss, that was the tank. And that was fun to do. You were like in all those siege tanks and shit, and shooting and shit, and dying and whatever. So Ulduar is fine, I'm not gonna rage about that. Then TOC came after that. or at least Onyxia somewhere came in the middle. But we're first gonna talk about TOC. It was easy. Okay, we're done. No, seriously, you've got to be kidding me, right? Like 5 bosses? It's like, yeah, yeah, like we don't want to do Ice Crown yet, so we'll just put like TOC in the middle, so you can, yeah, tada, and then the PvEers were still bored because they would have cleared it in like 5 minutes. Okay, Onyxia. I don't know when Onyxia came in the middle, but I just have this list of instances I'm gonna rage about. Why the fuck did you bring back Onyxia? She was great at level 60, so why the fuck do you want to do it at level 80? And the ridiculous part, now that you actually log in the game and you see this statue of Onyxia's head all of the time up. Like, I don't get it. You terribly failed the next Rammus, which was like an extremely challenging raid instance in vanilla. And Onyxia was not really extreme challenging, but it was challenging in vanilla, and then it came back and it just you just dropped it in shit. And that's Onyxia. Welcome. It's like at that moment when Onyxia was coming out, it's like guilds were doing it. Then they realized, oh my god, this is so easy. We can actually bug this. And then suddenly your trade chat was filled. Want to buy a pug for Onyxia, blah blah blah. And, really? And yes, I crowned Citadel, which was basically the ending, at least the ending of the story. Wow, interesting ending. I mean, really, the first boss. I mean, like the trash before the first boss was even harder than the boss itself. I mean, really? Come on. You have a boss. He puts some pillars. You nuke the pillars, and he blades at least bone storms. Okay, you avoid that and don't stand in the fire, which is like the main rule in PvE. I'm no, really. Like Ice Crown Citadel is like there's like one rule in it: don't stand in the fire. Plus question mark is profit. Ridiculously easy how that actually was. But Putricide was actually, yeah, Putricide was a bit challenging because it was the retard check, and every instance has the retard check. Basically every boss has the retard check. And every time I did it with that noob guild of mine, we failed at it. And I was I literally was raging hardcore at that moment on the fence. Like, how the fuck can you not do this? Oh my god! And then, ta-da! I went to the horde. Because they failed so terribly. It was ridiculous. And then I said, "Yeah, you only came to get Shadow's Edge." And I'm like, no, no. Why should I? I mean, if I had like another weapon, you would still fail. But I actually did not say that in their face. But when they see this video, they'll go like, "Hey, you've hurt my feelings." But they'll most likely don't see this video because they're like a non-community guild. It's like, that's the guild, and no one actually knows them. Yeah. So like, I did Lich King. Yeah, I actually did it, but sort of boosted. I don't know. Well, when I say boosted to Lich King, that's already ridiculous, because there was this. Normally, I don't raid ICC, but I joined this gold DKP run, which basically means instead of DKP, you use gold to pay for items, and it was like this server raid, and you get to pay for items, and I still need to get Deathbring as well at like the ending of Wrath of the Lich King, and I still don't have it. It's really ridiculous. I'm gonna like put a celebration if I finally get that trinket. But But yeah, anyways, I came in that gold DKP run for the Deathbring as well. I got actually at the ending we did Lich King. We killed him surprisingly easy. I mean, it's like a group sorted from like Bug and a bit of a hardcore guild with on alts and a bit of here and there, and then tada, you have